I just had the most incredible conversation with Esther. Esther created the largest English-speaking online fitness program in Israel. She has created multiple retreats. She has built her extremely successful business up in Israel over so many years, and her personality is just so contagious. I can't wait for you guys to see this interview because it's probably the funniest thing I've done. So broadcasting from Israel, here's my conversation with Esther. Okay, Esther, thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like we've been talking, like, I feel like you and I, we both like started like our Instagram. I feel like you were even before me. Like, how long ago has it been?
I genuinely, okay, when you came back on Instagram, yes. I remember you were just like, surprise, how I'm back. And I'm just like, wait, what's happening? And I literally messaged like, welcome back, cool girl. Like,
so
what
fun that you messaged
And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even like remember when you were on Instagram. I have no idea, but I just remember I was like, I always liked your content. I always appreciated you. It was just such a kind of like awesome energy. Like you're very genuine. I'm just saying, I really appreciate you. And so I was really happy when you came back on Instagram. I was like, oh,
you're so sweet.
Anyways, but yeah, I think I've been on Instagram. I don't know. I guess it's probably been like 11 years
I was going to say like probably over a decade.
Yeah. That's if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. I feel like things on Instagram have changed dramatically.
Oh my God, so much.
Like I was actually scrolling through my Instagram the other day, like looking, I was just like, it's crazy how like we used to post back then. Yeah. Like, it's like, I want to say cringy, but also like, I feel like I'm going to look at the stuff that I post now in 10 years and be like, what is wrong with you, past Esther from 2026? Like, what's wrong with you? But anyways. Yeah.
No, but also it wasn't like reels. It was like just pictures. Yeah. And it was just like
nothing. With so much filter and so much, like just like these weird, what was it? Valencia?
Yes.
Remember that?
I don't know, like some really weird
like things. Instagram. I don't remember the
so
XX
cool.
Pro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That?
Yes.
Okay. It's like coming back to me. That I literally like, so you can't even see the people in the picture. It's like so much like
so
pink, like lighting. I don't even know.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, okay. So yes, we knew each other like from literally 10 years ago when when I first came on Instagram, and you were just like
didn't you live in Givat Shmuel?
Yes, I did live in Givat Shmuel.
Right. I don't think we ever like saw each other though in Givat Shmuel.
I don't think so either.
I remember I was like, wait, does she live in Givat? But then like you did, I'm not sure.
No, you know what? I remember that I think I like passed by you a couple times because you would train my friends. Like you were like the personal trainer for my friends.
So you probably saw me just like dancing in the street being paid.
Yeah, literally like carrying all your stuff, being like, hey, how are you?
Okay. So we definitely knew each other from like see each other in the street vibe. Right. But anyway.
Yeah, I think so. And then like we always wanted to do some type of collab, but then like it was collaborations back then were so different. It wasn't like an official collaboration. It was like, hey, like should we post together? Like I don't know.
I don't even remember honestly, but I just remember I was like, she's cool. That's all I got.
So
That's
cute.
really all I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Well, same. I had the same feeling about you. Okay. So let's like start from your actual beginning. So tell me like, where did you grow up and at what point did you come to Israel?
Okay, so I grew up in New York. I moved to Israel when I was 11. Yeah. I moved with my family to Ma'ale Adumim. Definitely very like, I just feel like I don't feel as, I don't know what the word is. I feel like there's something incredibly special about making Aliyah. And when you make Aliyah, like girl, gold medal, like that is whoa. And like I had the privilege and like, I'm very, very lucky. My parents did that for me. Like, I have kids now. My oldest is 6, but like, I can't imagine. My parents made Aliyah with 5 kids. And I just went to the Shabbat. I'm like, are you like, okay? Like, how did you do that? No, so I was the middle.
Oh, wow.
I am the middle. I have 2 older siblings and 2 younger siblings. They're doing great in one. Anyway, so actually my oldest brother lives in Florida. He never made Aliyah with us. He was 18.
Oh, wow.
So he came for his like year in yeshiva and he was like, why are you following me? Like, this is like, this is supposed to be my year, like alone and like have fun. That's literally, I think, half the reason my parents got. Basically, we came for.
You guys are close family.
They're like, we're coming for your year. Actually, though, because we didn't make Aliyah right away, we came for a trial year.
Okay.
And so it was my brother's year in yeshiva year. And so he was 18. My older sister is 16. I was 11. And 2 younger siblings also were all like 4 years apart. She was in 2nd grade and Kids, anyways, basically. So 5 kids. And yeah, my parents just did that. And this was back in 2004. So,
Wow.
you know, Nefesh B'Nefesh was still there, and they had it just, everything was so new. And like, there wasn't even Google Maps yet. You know what I mean? Like, my mom had to print out Hebrew maps.
I cannot imagine.
It was like, I'm so impressed with my parents.
With our bad sense of direction.
Oh my God. Yeah. I get it from my mom. I have terrible sense of direction. We've talked about this before. I'm like, I don't know how she did it. Like, props to my parents. Really, really.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very grateful for that whole situation.
So how was it coming here at 11? Because I would say most people who I talk to or who I've had that experience with, they've always said like, oh, I can't make Aliyah now. My kids are like over 10 years old. It's going to be too hard for them. So how was it for you?
Okay. So I'm going to throw this out there. I've heard that from a lot of people also. Yeah. Like, everyone always says the older your kids are, the harder it is. Mm-hmm. I'm going to share my personal experience. I happen to be a very chill, go with the flow person. So it could be that was something that benefited this a lot. But I am one of those kids that actually had an amazing experience. I was 11. I was in 6th grade. And I guess, I don't know what I'm going to go into, I guess, a little bit of like the reasons of why I felt it was such a good transition, but I loved it. Like, my parents, as I said, we came for a trial year, and this was Pesach time at the end of that trial year. And my parents were like, okay, kid, they literally left it up to us kids. They're like, guys, what should we do? Like, should we?
That's brave of them.
Yeah, it was. It was literally, I kid you not, it was Pesach. And my parents were like, so are we keeping 2 days or 1 day? Like, God. What should we do? We're like, we want to keep 1 day. Okay, I'm just saying, there was much more, obviously.
Hey, that's kind of like a good incentive.
It was like hilarious. We were like in a hotel for Pesach. Parents like, so 2 days or 1 day, what are we doing, guys?
That's so funny.
Anyways, but literally all of us were like, we obviously, besides my brother, like he ended up going back for college. He's like, I'll make Aliyah after, but then he got married, has 5 kids now in Florida, and you know.
That always happens.
But yeah, it's actually funny. He's also married to an Israeli.
Oh my God.
We're hoping they come back one day. But anyways, so yeah, Kitzel. So we all, they kind of left it up to us. They were like, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to stay in Israel or go back to America? And we all wanted to stay. My little sister was like, no, I want to go back, but she was in 2nd grade. We're like, we're not listening to you. Anyways, but.
Is she happy now?
Yes. Okay, she's like the most Israeli out of all of us. She's
Classic,
blah, like, oh my God. But anyways, yeah. So that's kind of how that happened. And we just kind of like, I don't know. We went with the flow and it worked. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you became Israeli. You went to Israeli high school, I assume.
Yes.
Middle school. Okay. And then tell me about what happens. Like, okay, so you graduated high school. Then what?
Okay. So I also, it's okay, before I even move on to this, I also want to talk about why I just realized it's just like, wait, I think this is an important part to also mention why I feel like my transition was so good.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
And again, this is my personal experience. I don't know, you know, everyone's different. Every place is different, whatever. But personally, like where I came from, my class in America, and I'm not saying this is everywhere. I'm not. It just like the vibe was just like, I don't know. And I had a hard time in America of like the coolest girl in the class was the one who had like the nicest things or had like, you know, or sometimes was like mean to the other girls or like the freshest jokes or whatever, snobby. And it's like, you know, okay. And then it was all of a sudden it came to Israel and it was like, again, this was my class in Malay Adumim. I don't know where, whatever it is. And I know it's not the case in all of Israel, but I'm just saying like the coolest girl in my class in 6th grade was literally the girl who was nice to everybody. Wow. Like she was cool because she was nice to everyone. It was like, of course I want to stay. Like that was what was so helpful for me as an 11-year-old. Like it was really nice. Like I really liked it. And no one cared about like material things. Like I just remember I showed up, I had like these flip-flops, like bedazzled flip-flops, this thick. I'm 11, and like literally the side of my head, and they have like sequins. And I showed up in this like B'nai Akiva trip to go make friends. I came, they're like, "Mat loveshet." Like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, it's my shoes, like, you know, whatever. Like, I want to fit in. They're like, great. You don't wear these things here. Like, you could wear sneakers. We're going on a hike. Like, and by the way, lo and behold, they broke on the hike. But like, all the girls were like so nice about it. I don't know. Like, the girls thought it was so cool because like I didn't know Hebrew. Like teach me English. Yeah, they just, I don't know. They were really welcoming, and it was really, really helpful. And I happened to have 16 English speakers in my class at the time, which was really helpful for me. So I just happened to have an amazing transition, which it was a lot. So it also mattered. The teacher that I happened to have at the time, she just really cared about helping me. She was like, she sat me next to another English speaker. And she was like, she really was like paying attention to how I was doing. And she was just really into helping me. By the way, whereas my younger sister, who was the one who didn't want to stay, the one in second grade, like the teacher was just like, she was like a replacement teacher of the other teacher that gave birth, and she was about to give birth. She just like didn't have
always on maternity.
Yeah. She just like, she would just be like, "Okay, I don't know English. I don't know what Olim Chadashim are. Like, tell her to bring a coloring brick to school every day. Like, she's just gonna color every day." And like that was my sister's experience. A coloring book.
Oh, I thought it was like some New York term. I don't know.
Coloring bricks, they're the best. Like, Ariel, let's go. No. Anyways, so she just was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna color all day." And like the teacher didn't have this like invested, like, let me help this girl. So I do think it really matters. Yeah. And I just got a really good situation. So
it's different for everyone for sure. Yeah. I mean, like I also like, again, like exactly like you're saying, it's different for everyone. When I was in high school in America, I kind of had the same thing. Like, not about the niceness, but about the materialism. Like everybody was so focused on like, okay, who's going to be wearing Lululemon and who's going to be wearing like, I literally, some Israeli the other day asked me, she's like, "Can you tell me like the good brands? Like I'm going to America. Like what brand should I get?" And the only thing I could think of was like Old Navy. I was like, I really like Old Navy, but like, I don't know.
I like the Gap.
So like I couldn't like explain anything to her. And I think it's like such a good and I have friends that like who are living in New York now, and they were telling me that they were getting rid of all of their 2-year-old's clothes, and I was like, "Why? Like, aren't you like?" It was their first kid. I was like, "Are you going to have more kids?" Like, and they're like, "No, but it's this season's clothes. Like, what about the other? Like, when I have the next kid, like it's going to be out of style already." And I was like,
"Oh my goodness,
that's amazing if you like, you know, if you can do that." But that's just not our lifestyle in Israel.
Very different. Literally, if I like put pants on my toddler, I'm like, I'm winning. Okay, like,
And so I think it's just, so funny.
I mean, everyone just like, I think that's a huge thing though. Like, I really feel, I fully believe like, being here means you have like, maybe not all of you is chill, but there is a part of your brain that's like, whatever. Like you're just gotta go with the flow and just like be a little bit like optimistic, delulu, if you will. You know, like it's just, I think it is. And or just like, I guess I'm trying to say the word chill, but
I think that is the vibe. I think everyone can understand that is the Israeli vibe, to just kind of be like Zorem, like to go with everything, to just like be chill, to go with the flow. Yeah. And like, I think that whenever I go to America and I bring back any type of brand things, I'm always like, wait, but like, and in America, I feel so cool. And then here I'm like, no one even knows. So what's the point? Like if there actually is something, so like, why would I? Exactly. It doesn't matter, which is really such a bracha that like materialism.
People don't care here. That's really the bottom line. And you're not judged at all for the caring or that you have, or the care, like you're truly, I'm not saying any, like outside of Israel that is the case. I haven't lived my adult life outside of Israel, but like I do know that in Israel I could speak for sure of like people here don't, it's just, no one's judging you about what you have, or the car that you have, or the house that you have, or the clothes that you wear, or whatever. Like they're literally like, they're judging who you are and who you are inside, or whatever.
And if they think that you're like not good, then they'll tell you and they'll help you get better.
Exactly. So, like, and they'll act like they're literally your sister or mother or grandmother and be like, "Let me help you."
Oh my God, literally like on that topic, they just like, everyone wants to help. So my dad recently made Aliyah, which is like a huge deal.
Ooh,
and thank you. And so he, during the whole like Iran war, he was in his building's miklat, his building's bomb shelter. And he was like, and I guess like he was just scrolling on his phone, and like his neighbors were trying to like say hi, ask him how he was. And he just like wasn't really responding. And so his neighbor texted him. He's like, she's like, "Listen, I know you're new here and like you probably clearly have a problem hearing. So I went ahead and made you a hearing test appointment and I'll go with you. Like if you're confused." So like,
I love that.
I know, it was so funny. So he sends me the text.
That's actually so funny.
I know, it was all in Hebrew, and he's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "You have a hearing test appointment?" He's like, "No, I don't." And then he showed me the context. Like it was just so like,
okay, that is like not surprising in the slightest, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my husband like coined this phrase, and I think it's very accurate. Extremely. Everyone in Israel wants to help you other than the people that are supposed to help you.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are like, just as an example, you're, I don't know, on the bus by a staircase or whatever, you have your stroller, everyone like will not bat an eyelash. They will run quickly, pick up your stroller, and not just pick up the stroller. They're going to help like this. Oh, does your baby need like this? Let me hold the baby while you this. It's crazy. Like they will literally drop everything and help you as if you are their child.
Yeah.
Like, whereas if you have the audacity to show up at the post office and say, hi, I'm here to mail a letter, like they will be like, why are you here to ruin my day?
Right.
I'm not helping.
Why do you need to mail a letter? Just call them on the phone.
Just go deal. Like, this is like a monkey on my shoulder. Oh, I want to get this monkey off my back. Like, it's just like they don't want to help you if it's their job.
Right. So I'm really waiting for like an Ole to like see these problems in the government offices and be like, I'm going to just like take over the system. And
that would be great.
Yeah. That would be really great.
Okay. Anyone listen? Okay. Get on that. Thank you.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah.
By the way, I actually did see that. It's interesting you're saying that because that is literally was my mindset when like with the whole personal training aspect and how I got into the whole fitness world.
Yeah.
It's actually that was on my mind. I was like, there's no Ola Chadasha or or Anglo like trainer that I know of. Again, this was 13 years ago that I was like, who can relate to like the Anglo like mindset a little bit.
For sure. Okay, so, I want to hear your story. Yeah. So keep going.
I have so much to say this. Right.
Yeah,
anyways.
So after high school.
Okay. Yeah. We'll start from the beginning. Back to the beginning. Sorry. We had Hillary Duff. We're all like, she's coming back now. Anyways.
I remember. Yeah.
Anyways. So after high school, I did Shirut Leumi in Nefesh B'Nefesh, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And while I was at like basically in the evening, like after I finished work, I was doing my psychometry, and it's actually a very funny story as we've discussed a little bit, but I'll say it here because it's honestly like
the best story.
It's so me. It's a very ridiculous story and therefore so me. Okay, basically I also during Shilomi really wanted to sign up for a workout class. I was like, I want to be like keeping, strong throughout Shilomi, etc. So I signed up for this class and I show up and I'm so excited. I show up in my workout clothes, water bottle, whatever. I get there and I'm for sure in the right place. Like we discussed, I have a terrible sense of direction. I'm for sure in the right place, confirmed it with a few people. Like I'm here. I get there. I'm in this classroom. There's like all these desks. I remember these huge men, like this only huge, massive men sitting at these tiny little desks. But like, I don't know, whatever it was, they were sitting at these desks and there was a teacher there teaching everyone about nutrition and anatomy and juju. And I'm just like so weirded out and mortified. And I just didn't know really what was going on. I just sat. I was like, I'm sat. Okay. I sat down and I just was like, I'm sure we're going to move to the workout soon. Like 3 hours
no, it's not 3
later, right? That was my SpongeBob voice. Anyways, so 3 hours I sit in that class and no one has a problem with this. Like everyone's like, yeah, this is normal. It's only me. So I'm like, I feel like an idiot. Something is up. I don't know what it is.
We haven't worked out yet.
Whatever it is. And then eventually we go, there's even a recess of like 15, 20 minutes. I still am too mortified to be like, this is a really weird workout class, guys, right? And we go, I'm literally 18. We go into this other room and it's this studio, it's a whole workout room, whatever. And then there's a new teacher and she's talking to us about how to be like confident and how to, whatever, when you're giving a workout class. And I literally just that moment, it like smacked me in the face. I'm like, oh my God, I did not sign up for a workout class. I signed up for a course to become a personal trainer.
Were you like taking notes the whole time?
I didn't have a notebook. Everyone else had notebooks, pencils. I'm just sitting like it's literally yeah, like, okay, like nothing. Anyways, and yeah, and I just will never forget that moment. I was just sitting there and there was like mirrors on the wall. I just like looked in the mirror and I looked at my reflection and I was like, yeah, I'd be good at that. Let's go. let's go. Like talking about the chill mentality. That's like, sure, I'm a personal trainer now. I'm listening. Okay. Literally, that's how I became a personal trainer. It was a full-on mistake. I did think it was really weird that for this workout class, you had to sign up for 6 full months. I was like, why? Like
they want to make sure you're
pay in advance for like the 6 months. It was weird. Clearly.
That's hilarious.
Yes. So it made sense to me at the time.
Gosh. Were you married then?
No, I was just 18.
Oh my God. Wow.
So that was in Shiloh-Mi. Yeah. So that's how that started. And it's a really crazy, ridiculous, whatever. Anyways, and then how I eventually got to where I am is kind of like, I guess I'll say next is basically I then the next year, like I started college and I wanted to do, kind of make money on the side in college. I didn't fully have the confidence to like be full on personal trainer yet. So I was giving workout classes in my apartment, literally in my apartment. 3 people came. One of them was my roommate. like no one showed up for a while. And it really just kind of slowly escalated. More and more people came and then there wasn't room in my living room. And then we had to go to a different location. Should I also talk a little bit about just like my delulu?
Yes,
okay.
please.
So basically too many people started coming and I was like, okay, I need a bigger space. And this is how I work. Like when I want to get something done, I'm going to get it done. Yeah. Even if I don't I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm just going to go do it. And I was like, I want to give a workout class. I don't know where. I guess in a park. No, people need like inside, whatever, the weather, modesty stuff. I'm just going to go to Bar Ilan. Like I studied there in the morning.
The local college.
Like literally like the college. And it was across the street from me. I lived in Givat Shmuel. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay. And I just was like, there's a lunchroom there. Like, I don't think anyone's eating at night there. Like, I'll just go give my class. And I literally went for years.
You did it for years? Oh my God.
Years. I literally would just shove all of these lunch tables to the side. It was a huge room and it was mine.
Did anyone ever say anything to you?
If someone here works in Bar Ilan and is listening to this, I'm so sorry. Like I don't know. And like no one stopped me for years.
Oh my God. That's so Israeli. Anyways. If you just walk in with authority, then they'll be like, okay, sure, what do you need?
Exactly. Like people ask me before, like, Manta Sapo or whatever. I'm like, I'm a Virashio. Like, what are you doing here? And I'd be like, I'm giving a workout class.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
what are you doing here?
Right. Like literally I was just with that mindset and they're just like, Taub. Like, okay.
Good luck.
So that's kind of what that was. And then eventually, 28 people showed up there, whatever. Oh. And then and I started giving more classes, like a running group, a CrossFit class. This is all during college. And then, after that, I got my first personal training client, which I had zero confidence to do, by the way, which we could talk about that also if you want, of just how it's like, I'm just saying, like, you don't always believe in yourself from like, the people that you're like, oh, like they made it. They believed in themselves from the beginning. No, like
fake it till you make it.
I guess. I don't know if the word was fake it. It was just like, I'm going to pee my pants. I'm so scared. Like I wasn't even fake it. I'll tell you the story. So one of, this was the time of Facebook and someone had tagged me. Someone was looking for a personal trainer and someone who came to my kickboxing class tagged me in her post. I was like, I'm going to cry. Like, I'm so scared. I have like a literal certification to be... No, like I'm just terrified. I don't know. Like it just, I've never done it.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay. So, and then multiple people tagged me. I was like, I'm not reaching out to her. And just whatever. And then eventually she reached out to me.
Oh my God.
And then she kind of like hunted me down. Like I didn't even answer her still. I was like, I'm literally too scared to do this.
Like, please ignore me.
And then she messaged me again. This is someone I know to this day and I love her and she's amazing. And I think I owe a lot. I literally owe so much to her for really believing in me. But basically what happened was she said in her message, she's like, hi, I heard you're a personal trainer. I'm bringing 3 different personal trainers to my apartment next week. I'd love for you to come be one of them. I want this to be a trial class.
Oh my God, that's intense.
And this is exactly, she's just so intense, but like, she's just like, yeah. And whoever I love the most, like that's who I'm going to stay with. Like basically literally that's what she said. I'm like, like as if I wasn't scared enough. Like, okay. Sure, I will come. I literally kid you not, I was walking there. This wasn't a fake it till you make it situation. This was literally sheer terror. Like I was like, I remember holding my bags and like, we could talk about also my transition through like, whatever it was. I just remember I just think this is just such a funny thing. Like I wore so much makeup. Also, like this is when I was like 18, 19 and whatever it was. It's like, that's so funny to like wear so much makeup to a workout. And like nothing about me like I remember wearing like uncomfortable clothes like because I have to look like whatever. We could talk about that topic like a different, whatever it is. But like I just remember that walk. Like actually like I am so scared. And I showed up at her house and I gave her the session and she loved it. And she told me, she's like, I don't want those other 2 trainers to even come. You're hired. Let's go. And so that was kind of like that confidence boost.
That's so crazy because I would never in a million years think of you as someone that's scared or has anxiety.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I'm a normal person. I don't know. I guess I can't speak for everybody, but I think everyone has a certain level of anxiety. I definitely experienced when I was in my second pregnancy. I think I really experienced like my hormones go crazy and like I experienced what real like anxiety is and depression a little bit also. In my first trimesters, I don't do well in my first trimesters. They're not good times for me. But anyways, so
I guess some people do.
It's just not fun for me at all. But anyways, I don't think now that I know the difference, I know I don't have like that level of anxiety, but I definitely like, I'm a very confident person. I very much believe in myself, but I don't know. I think it's important to understand like everyone has this level of like fear. I don't know. I guess I can't speak for everybody, but I certainly definitely, you know, sometimes you push. I mean, even still, I want to say like, oh, because I was 18, 19. Like, no, I'm like 33 now and I just hosted my first retreat this past year.
Oh my God.
It was epic. It was so epic, but like, I was so scared like before and I was like, what if no one signs up? Like literally I have no, like, why would anyone come to this? I literally was terrified. Like, I still get nervous when I do new things, when I release the program, whatever it is. Like I definitely still get nervous about things. But I don't know. I feel like my sister actually told me this once and I really, really connected to this. Like if you don't do things in life that scares you, life's boring. Yeah. Like, come on. Like
you don't accomplish anything.
Stop just getting too comfortable with things. Like go do it. Go do the scary thing. Like obviously if it's causing you like torture and you're sad or whatever, that's different. But like try. If you don't try, you're not going to succeed, as corny as that sounds. But when you actually do scary things, you are able to, you know, push barriers. And for example, with this retreat, like it literally sold out within 24 hours.
That's
it was
insane,
like, it was actually 36 hours, but crazy. It was just like, what? You know, and I just didn't know. I literally was like, when I booked it at the place, just for you to understand, I was like, yeah, we might, maybe 5 people, maybe 6, I don't know. And like literally it was really crazy.
Wow.
So
thank God. That's incredible.
Yeah, so
You're
it's
amazing.
like, there's definitely a big need, I think, to push your boundaries. Like do the scary thing.
So how did you get to the point that you are now?
So, okay, right. Back to this timeline. We could talk about it. Anyways, okay. So then after I had my first personal training client, this was like, I guess, like for a full year, I only had one client. Personal trainers approach me all the time like, hey, I want to like fill up my schedules. Like just letting you know, it took me years to book like, you know, so that is a thing. And then only, you know, slowly but surely, like she told her friend and then that friend told that friend. And I want to say in the span of like 8 years, I ended up just getting more and more personal training clients to the point where I literally had between 8 to 11 sessions a day.
That's insane.
Crazy. It was nuts.
How did you handle that?
Like a crazy person. I didn't have a car and I would literally run from session to session holding my weights and like mats and kettlebells. And like, I would just go to different people's houses. That was probably the stage. Who's that crazy person with their weights running around? Anyways, that was me. So yeah, but yeah, so that was for a long time, and I really do, like, thank God, I really do love it. Like,
Wow.
I actually, fun fact, I actually studied architecture and interior design.
Oh my gosh,
That
really?
Yeah, like nothing to do with my life. I literally took this personal training course, as you know, as a mistake, but I went with it thinking like, oh, I'll make money on the side during college when I'm learning how to become an architect.
Wow.
So I did finish the architecture situation.
You have a degree.
Nothing with it, like literally nothing with it.
Wow.
I also studied logistics and finance. I was doing 2 different degrees at the same time. I'm a little bit crazy, but anyways, but none of that has to do with my life. People always like, oh, but you run your own business. So logistics and finance was helpful. 0%. I literally use nothing.
I was going to say that.
Nothing from my degrees for my life. Like, I'm very sure. But anyways, okay. So, there was also that scary time also of just like, this is now 8 years after college. Like, when I was finishing college, I was like, okay, I need like working for myself in Israel. Like, how am I supposed to pull this off? That's really insane. And yeah, my husband pushed me. Like, he was like, Esther, you love what you do. You're good at what you do. You have a ton of clients. Like, I was just like, what if next month I have no clients? Who knows? I don't know, whatever. It's like, I'm just going to go to an architecture firm. I'll work a 9 to 5 and everything, like, but he's like, just try.
Wow.
Just try. Like, you love it. You're good at it. You're rocking it. Just go do it. And I was like, okay. And so anyways, so that was a really good push at the end of my college career. Wow. And then it really was like the full-time situation, 11 clients a day. Awesome. Then when it was time, I think this is 6 years ago now, I really wanted, actually it was 7 years ago, because I wanted to get pregnant and start a family. And I knew the lifestyle that I was living at the time was not sustainable in terms of raising kids. Like, I was training people at like freaking 4:30 a.m. I'm waking up to get to their house.
Crazy.
Like 5. People are nuts when it comes to fitness.
Oh my God.
And like additionally, also at night, some people be like, oh, I only get home from work at this time. Like, I sometimes only got home at like 10 p.m. Like, it was really crazy, timing schedule. So I kind of was like, okay, I have to pivot. I have to try to see how to make things still work, but like with being able to raise kids and grow children, et cetera. So, so I was like, let me try the online thing. Like, and again, terrified. I was very scared, and I do not feel like I knew what I was doing. And, I'd never made an online program before. Anyways, I could also go into like, the details about there were definitely failures before successes and things like that.
Right. As every like startup and entrepreneur has.
100%. I was very nervous. Like, if I make an online program, like, I'm literally competing with myself. Why would anyone train with me in person? Like, my online program is literally the equivalent or even less. Like, for 1 month of being in the online program is the equivalent of 1 session with me. So it's like, why would anyone train with me in person anymore? And so it was very scary. And when I created the lifestyle program, my online workout program, I had the thought, I wasn't thinking it was going to be my full-time career. I thought it was just going to be like a side thing so that I just have less personal training clients, but I could still make money, passive income kind of with it. Anyways, 7 years later, and it is now the largest English-speaking online workout program in Israel.
Esther, that's insane because, for so many reasons, like, you're so incredible because, first of all, you said in the beginning that you saw, like, there was something that was lacking in Israel, like some type of program for English speakers to, like, work out online, something in Israel.
That's relatable also to Anglos, but also, I mean, like, a lot of things. Like, if you want me to delve into that, like, whole topic. But the main thing is like, just I saw what was lacking. Exactly.
Right. Like, I can even tell from your program, like when we're in a war, like, you come out with things specifically for kids at home. Like, it's very adaptable to what's going on in Israel.
Yes, exactly. And the goal, I mean, by the way, I want to say, I guess I don't really, the percentage, there's a lot of people from abroad in the program too. So it's not just like for people in Israel, but I definitely try to make sure, this is a huge, huge thing to me when it comes to fitness, that everything is relatable. doable, approachable, relatable, and like something that we could actually be doing. And I just, not just in Israel, it's just when I made the program, it was like fitness is looked at as this thing that's just like, you can only do it if you look a certain way, or if you move a certain way, or if you're like this level of strong, or you know, robotically. It was just so like, this is so odd to me. Why are we trying to act like robots when we're humans? Like we're literally not robots. Like it's important to me that I create something that people feel like, oh, I actually am working out with someone that gets me, or, you know, isn't a robot, basically.
And I totally feel that when I do your workouts. I love it.
That makes me very happy. That's like a goal. I just want people to enjoy, and the chill factor also, just like fitness and health. Like it doesn't have to be something that you're shoving down someone's throat. Like it's something that should be like not replacing your lifestyle, rather something that you're incorporating into your already existing lifestyle.
Yeah. That's why it's called lifestyle.
There you go. One of the many reasons. Yep.
So you are clearly very successful. I'd love to talk more about what it really means to be such a successful entrepreneur in Israel. And like, I guess from the business wise, like people who are thinking about Aliyah, or people who are here and are like, I want to be successful. What advice would you give to them? How do you think you did it?
Being delulu. That's
but honestly, I feel like that's what Israel's built on.
Yeah.
Like the fact of like we are delusional.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of being delusional, optimistic, believing in God personally. That is something that's just personally something that's been helpful with me, and believing in yourself. Because if you're a person, and I, thank God, have dealt with literally tens of thousands of women now throughout my career. And I call them fitness personalities. Everyone has their different fitness personalities or whatever it is. Yeah. And if you are going to talk to yourself in a way, whether it's with fitness, whether it's with making Aliyah, whether it's with surviving in Israel, whatever the word is, if you are going to speak to yourself in a negative way, you will not. You're going to believe it. Your brain, literally, there's actually new science that has come out, like so much new research that is literally proving the way that you speak to yourself directly impacts the way you're not just going to behave, but how successful you're going to become. So if you're going to say like, I can't do it, you're creating new neurons in your brain that are like, oh, okay, we're not going to succeed at this. We're not good enough, or we're not. Whatever it is, your brain's going to be like, let's act accordingly. Yeah. And you won't take the actions that will be able to help you succeed. So it's literally like, but it's not just like, oh, I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? Manifesting. Forgot the word for a second. It's not just manifesting anymore. It's literally like, it's science. It's actual science. The way you speak to yourself is going to impact the way your life is. Wow. It's the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others. It's directly correlated. So I think that also applies to just like Israel and living in Israel and being successful and things like that. Totally.
Like I actually just yesterday made a post about speaking Lashon Hara about Israel. Like if you're saying bad things about Israel, and if we're allowed to, and what the sources say about that. And I got a lot of backlash because people are like, hey, Israel's really hard. Like, it's really hard to live in Israel. How am I not supposed to complain about it? And I was talking a lot with my rabbi, and he was saying, like, listen, I think that there's a lot of hard things about Israel. And like, for sure, we need an outlet. Even complaining about the government is really important. Yeah. But we have to change our perspective and how we're doing that. Like, if we really believe, like, yes, this is hard, but like Israel's amazing, and like let's try and think of how we can improve it. And like exactly what you're saying, coming from the perspective of like understanding it in the bigger picture, manifesting what we really want, and just because negative self-talk or negative talk about anything just isn't helpful to us. Yes. We can have constructive conversations, but like if you really believe in yourself and believe in Israel and know like, okay, yeah, this government appointment is really hard right now, but like, hey, like I can do this. And I believe in Israel as a whole, and like, we'll get through it together.
Yeah. I very much like, I understand there's also like the whole idea of like, toxic positivity. Like, I don't think that it's, you could just, I don't think you need to lie to yourself. Yeah. I don't think you need to be like, if you, I don't know, your hair is brown, you're looking like my hair is blue. Like it's not. Like
right.
I understand. You have to be honest with yourself, but it's exactly what you said. Like the perspective, it's your choice. Like Finding Nemo is my favorite movie. And so it's like, the scene where like they're in the whale's mouth. You know Finding Nemo?
I watched it a while ago.
But basically it's just like, it's half empty. Like where they're just like talking. Basically, it's like, is the cup half full,
right?
Or is it half empty?
Right.
Is the whale's mouth half full or half empty?
Right. Yeah.
So basically, it really, really is going to like. I actually really, really connected to this specifically, let's say around childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could go into details about that or whatever it is, but like. I think that I think it's really important. And I know this topic is very, like everyone feels very differently when it comes to childbirth and the mindset that they have to and things like that. But let's say with me, like it almost bothered me. I remember when people were coming to me and saying like, just remember like all the pain, like, with birth and everything, it's for a good thing. It's for a good thing. You're gonna have, it's fine. But like, it doesn't help me when someone's telling me like, I mean, this is such like an intense comparison. If someone's like cutting my arm off, I'm like, it's a good thing.
Right.
Like that didn't help me.
Yeah.
So what did help me and something that I specifically did connect to is and again, I don't think childbirth is the same thing as living in Israel, but I think it's a good thing to like whatever. I was in like I liked addressing the fact I'm in pain. I am in pain when I'm giving birth, and I don't like to deny that and pretend that's not happening, but I'm not suffering.
Yeah.
When I have the mindset of I am suffering and like that is the negative mindset.
Yeah.
When I'm aware I'm in pain, this is hard. I'm addressing it. I'm aware this is a feeling I'm having. I'm not just like, oh, like this is great. Like, woo, like this is really hard. But I'm aware of it. I'm addressing it and I'm understanding. I'm choosing what perspective to have on it.
Yes.
So I'm not lying to myself, but I am choosing to look at the glass half full. I am in pain. I'm not suffering. Like that was kind of whatever. Again,
I love that.
I
You
definitely,
said it perfectly.
I don't want people, again, so let's now bring it to like the Israel factor. It's not really such a good comparison because I'm not in pain living in Israel, chas v'shalom, and I'm definitely not like this is my dream come true living here. And it's like, I'm so grateful I get to live here. I could like cry. It's really like I get to raise my children here and I like have a successful business and life and just friends. And it's just, I'm so grateful that I get to live here. And so I'm definitely not even in pain. But I guess when it comes to people who are debating and it's like, if you just say like, oh yeah, like no, nothing. Like I do think it's like awesome. Like you can address what's hard and then you can choose the perspective of how to look at it.
Totally.
Anyways,
yeah.
That's
I
my
love
mindset.
That. I love it. So I want to talk about like, if you're open to it, like first, I know that you very openly, like I remember years ago said that you're like, oh my gosh, okay, we bought our first apartment in Israel and you bought in Givat Shmuel. And now you just said that you bought a new house in Ofarim. And I want to talk about that. And how are you able to get there? Tell me about the two different communities. Like, I feel like everyone's so interested in the two communities in Israel and being able to buy a place here and how you were able to do that.
Okay. So many things to say. I don't even know where to start. So
sorry, I asked a lot of questions. I was just so excited to hear.
Listen, I got all the time. Okay. So basically when I bought our let's rewind. When Avijah and I were debating like, hey, we want to invest our money somewhere. I was really just like real estate in Israel, that's the way to go. Like it's a definite like safe or whatever investment.
Right.
So that was kind of my mindset behind buying our apartment in Givat Shmuel. It's in the center. If you work in Tel Aviv every day, it is like, so, close, whatever. They're building a train now, literally right outside my apartment. I guess it's called Rekevet Kala, a light rail.
A light rail to where?
Tel Aviv. It's now going to be like
a
15-minute
That's insane.
Right to like the opposite.
Oh my gosh.
Really
if
amazing.
things weren't expensive enough in Givat Shmuel, they're going to.
Exactly. So I'm very happy I bought my apartment there. Exactly.
But I also find that the case everywhere in Israel, that like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so great that you invested in this place because I've only seen Israeli real estate go up.
Oh, it's I guess I'm not like an expert in this, but it's a safe.
Neither am I.
We're just like, obviously, like this is how you should invest, guys. Like, don't listen to us, everyone. No, but I know,
but it's not
pretty
us.
safe bet.
The way I think about it is God. Like I was talking to someone when we bought our place, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was all of our money. I'm so scared.
And he was like,
even if it was like $30 million to own a piece of dirt in Israel, it's worth it.
That's
because
beautiful.
It's God.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyways, when we bought, so I knew we weren't going to be living in Givat Shmuel long term. I love Givat Shmuel. I've lived there for 13 years now. Like I was in Bar Ilan and I just never left. Like I met my husband there. We met at Shabbat meal. We're just like,
oh, really?
We're just going to stay. Like literally we stayed in his apartment. He was like already there. Like literally we just never left. So I love it. It's amazing. I definitely enjoy it. I will say we have a dream of owning a house and growing, raising our kids in a house and a backyard and a lot of space. And also the whole like Yeshuv life. I grew up in Ma'ale Adumim, quiet, like it's not the city life. It's definitely, I loved it. I loved my childhood and it's just a vibe. Like it's definitely something beautiful.
Yeah.
So there's awesome things about both places, but specifically like the main reason why I was like, I know we can't stay in Givat Shmuel is because I can't spend 10 million shekels on a house like that. I do not,
That's a lot.
So living in Ofarim, for example, so it's just so much cheaper. Like it's so much cheaper. It's a yeshuv. Could I explain all about it?
Yeah. Maybe not everyone knows what a yeshuv is. Like,
okay.
How would you?
So I guess the idea is basically it's not a city. It's small. The vibe is like your children can kind of grow up and, know everybody and everyone knows your kids and like everyone kind of knows each other and is there to help each other. Like I don't know everybody. Like I live right now in my apartment in Givat Shmuel. There's 23 stories in just my apartment complex alone. So it's so many people. It's so many people. So it's just like the like kind of that kind of feel of everybody kind of knowing each other a little bit and being there for each other, like a bigger type family feel. And so basically when we looked around all over Israel and there's so many amazing places. There really are. What was really important to me was an Anglo community. We looked into Karmei God also. And there's so many amazing places. And it's actually funny with Ofarim. I was like, okay, this place is perfect. It's literally like 20 minutes from Tel Aviv. Like we want to be like close to the center. Well, no, sorry, not from Tel Aviv. That isn't correct. From Givat Shmuel. It's more like 35, 40 minutes, I guess, depending on traffic in Tel Aviv. But whatever it is, like super, like it's just close. You're in the center. And I definitely love that vibe. And not being like super far away and whatever it is. And then at the same time, I definitely, and again, also space. That's also is like a big thing. But yeah, basically, I think that definitely. All right, sorry. With the frame, the last thing that what I felt was missing for me there was like, I don't know if there's like an Anglo community there. And that's kind of important to me. So back to the delulu topic. I'm like, so I'll make one. Literally, that's what happened. So I literally started like messaging people and I start like, and there already were, I think there was like maybe 4 other couples who had already bought. And it's an up and coming frame. Like there's so much happening there. Like in just the next, if I'm not mistaken, 3 years, like it's literally tripling in size. Like,
oh my God.
It's booming right now. So I was like, okay, this is like something awesome to like jump on like an opportunity and also price wise, like I know they're gonna be crazy expensive another 3 years. So, okay, great. And it's a private house and a huge yard and like, let's go. But yeah, so I literally was just like, I'm going to start convincing people to move to Ofarim with me. And now we have already about 24 Anglo couples that have bought. And it's like not even going to be like, we're not going to move there for another like few years. It's not going to be ready. So yeah.
Wow. I feel like that's everyone's dream. First of all, to have a house and also to start like a yeshuv with their friends. Like literally that's all. I feel like at least once a week, that's what people talk about.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait, where should we go?
Who do I love? Come with me. Let's go. Like, so it's just kind of like, you just got to be delulu about things. That's the topic of today.
I know.
Delulu. Okay.
But it really, like, that's how we get things done.
Yeah.
And it's really, that's
so amazing. There you go. Now I didn't have to spend 10 million shekels on the house, and I got the Anglo community. So I'm happy.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about money, but like, could you say like how much like around things are, like, so people can understand like how realistic it is?
Yes. So just to put things into perspective, my apartment value in Givat Shmuel, which is 102 meters big, if I'm not mistaken. Very small. Okay. It's
how many bedrooms?
It's as they say in Hebrew, arba chadarim, which means 3 bedrooms. Very confusing. 3 bedrooms, very, like it's small. Is about 3.5 million shekels.
Wow.
If we were to sell it right now. And that's before the train is ready and whatever it is. And the funny thing is to like literally just, this is this tiny apartment. And in comparison, the house, the 3-story house with, it's going to be about a half a dunam of land. It's like 500 meter land.
Oh, wow.
And we're hoping the house is going to be in the end, like obviously there's so much still, whatever, probably around 300 meters. And we're going to hope for a pool or outdoor kitchen. God. Like we're going for it. Like we're excited for all that. Is probably going to end up being the exact same value.
Oh my God.
As
so
my
that's
tiny
about
apartment
$1 million.
Wow. Yes. That's crazy. Depending on the dollar.
Right, the dollar. Which is that's also a crazy thing because like the American money that I have, I'm like, wait, but like, can you not go away?
Right.
But at the same time, it's insane what's happening in Israel with the money.
Oh my God.
Like
it's
during
really
the
crazy.
war, the shekel is strong. It's not normal.
It's really wild. It's really, really wild. So
speaking of like wild miracles, I'd love to hear your perspective on God, like throughout like your business and throughout your time in Israel, like how.
So I think that I'm a big believer, like, again, everyone connects to God in their own way. Yeah. I personally, I don't know. I think it's like my optimism, like just really takes over my brain. I feel like God's got my back. Like that's just kind of like whenever I'm doing crazy stuff, like, oh, I'm just going to like create an online program. I don't know. I'm just going to host like the retreat now. Like I literally am just like, I think God really likes me. Like that's my relationship with God. I think he does too. That's what I say. Like literally all the time, even small things. Like if I'm driving the car and like there's like a thought in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm like, God likes me too much. Like that won't happen. Like that's literally my, like.
So beautiful.
That's a little bit how I connect to Hashem.
Wait, so then I have kind of a crazy question. What if like, God forbid, or if something bad, like even just small happens, like how do you?
I am a big believer that Hashem only gives people what they can handle. Mm-hmm. I fully believe that with all my heart. So, I know bad things happen and I know that, like, that's literally what I'll say to myself, like all the time, like Hashem knows I can't handle that. So that's not going to happen. Like literally, I mean, I know people are just going to like, hear that and be like, okay, so Esther makes no sense. That's like ridiculous. But that's actually, I think when it comes to like your connection with God, it doesn't always make sense
for sure,
like to everyone else. But that's actually, that's really what goes on in my head. Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I do. Yeah, I really connect to that. God only gives you what you can handle.
Yeah. And it seems like you have such a special relationship with God that like you just like, it's like exactly like faith is not something that you need to explain. It's just, it's a feeling, it's a connection, and it's a relationship.
It's exactly.
And it's just something that you have. And I find that like in Israel, like basically everyone has faith, no matter who you are or where you are in life. Like I went to get my fruits and vegetables at the vegetable store, and it was a new store. So I asked if they had a kashrut certificate, because in Israel you have to do specific things to fruit and vegetables, unlike in outside of Israel when every fruit and vegetable is kosher. And she was like, oh my gosh, of course, I would never dream of not having my fruit and vegetables kosher. And she didn't outwardly look religious, but what does that really mean? And she was like, of course. And she's like, and you know what? And I want to tell you, I started covering my hair on Shabbat, fully covering my hair because I love Hashem and I want to connect. Right. And like, she's like, and I was like, wow, what made you start? And she was like, well, the war. Like, I just see Hashem and I see the miracles and I see everything. And by the way, this is just like a random fruit store lady. Right. Like it was like, she just started
I knew her for 30 seconds, but now I know her soul.
Yeah, like, literally. And like, I just feel
sounds about right.
It's so embedded into our society. And I think that that's why Israel is so successful. We're like the number one startup nation. Like, I think we're the 8th, it just came out, we're the 8th happiest country in the world during a war, which is crazy. And I don't know what else to attribute that to other than faith. And especially people like you who are so successful in business. Like, I think that it comes from like an understanding that like God runs the world.
I definitely agree with you to a certain extent. I don't know. I guess I can't speak for everybody in Israel. I don't know if the only reason we're ranking 8th top happiest country in the world. I don't know. It could be that it's faith in God. It could be that it's also, I don't know. I just feel like the mindset of Israelis is like, I am unbothered. Like rockets over my head, unbothered.
Right.
Like,
care more about the rain.
It's just, the rain though. Yeah. But I think that it takes a lot to get, like, to really, like, get under an Israeli skin. Like, I don't know. There's just they're very tough. Yeah. And, you know, I guess I shouldn't say we are able to handle a lot without it breaking us down. And I think that it's just this natural thing. I don't know if it's like Jewish people, period. I don't know if it's just Israelis. I think Jewish people, especially like with what we've gone through literally throughout our entire existence, like the fact that we not only still exist, but like we're thriving and we're, you know, and so successful, and just like, you know, it's not just Israelis, I don't think. I think it's literally like Jewish people have something in their DNA, which is like, we're going to push through. Yeah. Like, we're going to rock it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think that's like, Israel is just like, there's a lot of Jews here.
There's a lot of Jews.
So like, they're just a lot of people are just like, we're unbothered and we're just going to still be happy even
I love the way that you put that.
I think that is like a big factor, in my opinion.
Totally. And I love everything you said and I agree with it. And you're just perfect. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. Cutie.
So, okay, we're going to wrap up. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
I think that I learned, first of all, so much about what it means to be successful in Israel. Like how, you know, we're all able to, you know, if we find a problem in Israel, then just basically be delulu and solve it. And
maybe pivot, maybe, you know,
more practical advice.
Saying, like you don't have to only go like one way, but you could go around, you know, like just like, not just like just saying like, whatever, we're just gonna, but it's definitely using your head and just saying, this isn't the end of the road. This is a bump in the road and I can go over it or around the other side. But like, just kind of pushing through. Like, I think it's something we thrive at.
Yeah.
But
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.